Hello everyone, here with me today is the HEH Group's Senior Applications Engineer, Mike Zillich, and behind us is the HCN 4000 Mazak machine. Mike is going to be helping us understand a little bit more about this machine, why shops invest into it, and all the benefits of investing in technology like the HCN machine. So Mike, why don't you get us started a little bit about the control. We have the Smooth G control. Can you talk about the advantages of what the control can do?
Sure. So both on the HCN control, we have the Smooth G, and we have the capability of both programming in Mazak, the conversational side, as well as G-code being the EIA program. For people that do a lot of stuff offline with cams, they like to run an EIA, and Mazak is more so the shop floor programming. So you got the best of both worlds. You can use the same work offsets, the tool offsets. Makes it a lot easier to work one and the same, basically. Smooth G control is a touch control. It's our latest control on the horizontal. Gives us a lot of capability as far as simulating operations, especially with a horizontal on the back side. When you have a tombstone up, you can't see behind there. And what you can actually do is basically I can take off the sheet metal off the machine and I can rotate the spindle, the pallet, and the work holding around and get a good look to see what's what.
And a lot of times customers or just in general, everyone thinks that the Mazak control does not do EIA programming. You mentioned it does both. Is it come standard or is this an option?
It is a standard function. As well as for the G-code users, we do have the G61.1, the Excel D-Cell, and the G5T2, which is your high-speed look-ahead lines. That is also standard as well.
Awesome. And let's go a little bit more onto the machine. So this machine's unique because it comes standard with a 2-pallet system. So can you talk about the advantages of that and how customers can utilize that system in their shop?
Yeah, so a lot of times I see a lot of shops, we're in shops, they have the 3-axis mill and they might have 10, 12 of them. And what you have to do is basically you're gonna open up your door, you have a stop spindle, you're changing your parts. With a horizontal machine, you basically have the ability to unload, load outside the machining environment of the window, and you're machining inside while you're unloading. The other advantages are too, is if you had a 4th axis on a vertical mill, you're limited into your rotation, what swing clearance you have. Here being on a horizontal, you're gonna see that you go anywhere from, I think it's our smallest one's probably like around 28 inches all the way up to probably 95 inches if you get up to our biggest horizontal.
And how about pallet sizes and torque? And with the whole series, what's the smallest pallet size?
Smallest pallet on the 4000 is going to be your 400 millimeter, so basically 15 3/4 by 15 3/4. And then our largest HCN is going to be HCN 12800, and that's going to be a 1250 millimeter pallet, just over 49 inches square.
Awesome. And how about spindle options?
Spindle options, Mazak will have a standard RPM. A lot of times I believe on this machine, I believe it's a 18,000 or 15,000, and then you can go up to a 25,000 RPM high speed, or you can go down to a lower RPM as being a high torque. So we offer a standard high torque and high speed.
Okay, and I know when we're talking about spindles, we also got to talk about tools. So what are the options for tool changers, tool hives?
Okay. The machines have the CAT series, so on the smaller machines you're going to have a CAT 40, larger machines will have a CAT 50, and then you'll see that you can also get the machines as a HSK. Smaller machines would be a 63, larger machines being 100. Magazine capacity wise, on this particular model you're going to have a 40 tool CAT 40 standard as the number of pockets, option for a 60 drum. And then when you go to a chain magazine, you go anywhere from 60 to 160. And then for the companies that do a lot of automation that have some pallet tech systems, a lot of times you're going to see they'll have a tool hive, which goes anywhere from 160 to 348.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is crazy. So with automation, a lot of customers are wanting to automate as many systems and as many manufacturing processes as they can. What are the automation capabilities for the HCN series?
So on a 2-pallet changer machine, you can get overhead hydraulics. That's going to help you with if you had a high production machine. The other advantage to having the horizontal is you're going to have a lot more Y-axis stroke. We also on our pallets, we have a 4-cone setup. So you're going to have a lot of stability at the upper end of the Y-axis stroke. So that's going to be the 2 pallets. When you get to the automation type stuff, you're going to have the Pallet pool system, and then you have the MPP. The MPP is for a standalone machine. You can have, it comes in 3 tiers, 6 pallets on the lower tier. You can have the second tier, another 6, and finally a third tier, another 6, giving you a total of 18. That's just a standalone machine. But then when you go on to the Pallet system pool, that gives you a lot of flexibility where you can start with a basic, is going to be a machine and probably 8 pallets in a load station. And you can build up on that, and you can take that up to probably 8 machines, and you can probably have 150 pallets on the wall.
That is crazy. And I just asked you this question. With the automation and those capabilities with the Pallet system, you're able to run lights out. No
lights
hands,
out,
right?
exactly. So I've seen a lot of shops, what they'll do is they'll run 2 10-hour shifts, and the 2 hours in between is running unmanned, so you're basically going to get 24-hour coverage.
That is awesome. Well, Mike, is there any other features or advantages you'd like to talk about with the HCN series?
Yeah, just I guess with probably from the past 2 controls, if you looked at our real old machines, we used to have the control on this side, so you're always looking over your shoulder. Now you can see that the control is over here on this side. You can see that you'll be looking with the spindle as towards the direction of your cut.
Awesome.
This helps.
Very good. Well, if you guys have any other questions about Mazak's HCN series, please reach out to your territory sales manager today. Thanks, and we hope to see you soon.